Welcome back as we continue this exploration of the special senses. And now we're going to go to the sense of vision, specifically the eye. And the eye, I think I'm going to divide into two different tapes. And this first part is going to talk about structures which are external to the eyeball. So in the eye socket, which is made up of all those cranial bones you learned about previously, between the eye and the eye socket, there's a lot of adipose tissue, but then there are a couple of glands known as lacrimal glands. And each eyeball has a couple of lacrimal glands, and they're on the upper outer surface of the eyeball. Okay. And the lacrimal glands are where your tears are made, and then your tears will bathe over the anterior surface of your eyeball, and they collect in the medial aspect of your eyeball, and they drain into a little duct that will dump the fluid into your nasal cavity, and that duct is called the nasolacrimal duct because it goes between the nasal cavity and the eye where the lacrimal gland has made the tears. So notice it's naso with an O, not nasal with an A-L. From here, we're going to talk about the muscles that actually move the eyeball. And there are 6 muscles which are collectively known as extra-ocular muscles or the extrinsic eye muscles. And this picture kind of shows all of them. So when we're done talking, come on back to this picture and see if you can identify them, because you can see all 6 of them, although one of them is slightly hidden. So make sure you look for all 6 on this picture. When we talk about these eye muscles, they're all going to have 2 words. And the first word is going to be on which surface of the eyeball is it, whether it's superior or medial or inferior, etc. And the second word tells you if the muscle goes straight or if it goes at an angle. And so the word for straight is rectus, and the word for going at an angle is oblique. So the first muscle we're going to look at is called the superior rectus. So if you look at the cartoon drawing at the bottom, this is looking at the eyeball from above, and you can see a straight muscle that goes in a posterior direction on top of the eyeball, and that's called the superior rectus. Now, before you ask me what this other little muscle is here that is cut, I want you to realize our eyelids have muscles, and we're not talking about eyelid muscles. We're only talking about eyeball muscles. Okay. Now, just like we had a superior rectus, on the undersurface of the eyeball, we will have an inferior rectus, which goes straight anterior posterior direction. So make sure you also look at the pictures of these muscles on the cadaver dissection as well, okay? Because your test can have either models or it can have cadaver pictures as well. In the similar vein, lateral to the eyeball, we're going to have a lateral rectus muscle. And medial to the eyeball, we will have a medial rectus muscle. And this is the one that's pretty well hidden when you're looking from a lateral view of the eyeball. So those are the 4 rectus muscles. Then we have 2 oblique muscles. So the first one I want to talk about is the one above the eyeball, which is known as the superior oblique. So what I want you to realize is its tendon attaches to the superior surface of the eyeball, but then what happens is the tendon goes towards the nose. So it's going to go medially, whether it's from the right or the left. And only after it's attached to bone will it then go in a posterior direction. So when you are looking at the eyeball from above, always use the superior oblique to figure out where medial is and lateral is. This drawing is pretty easy because it's showing you the bone here in the center, but lots of models are not going to have any bony landmarks for you to rely on. So use the superior oblique to figure out medial from lateral for your medial rectus and your lateral rectus muscles. And we also have one more muscle, the inferior oblique, which is on the undersurface of the eye. Okay, and what you'll notice, it doesn't attach medial and go off in a posterior direction like superior oblique. It is just a muscle whose muscle belly is going in oblique direction. So those are the 6 extraocular muscles. Don't forget that little mnemonic, LR6, SL4, ALO3, to help you remember which cranial nerve innervates which of those 6 extraocular muscles. And the last thing I want to talk about is a covering over the anterior surface of the eyeball, as well as inside your upper and lower eyelids. And this is called the conjunctiva. Okay. And so in this picture, it's been cut so that you can actually see that there's an edge, that this is actually a covering over the eyeball. So models won't have this, so it'd be very important to read the question that asks what covers in this area, that type of a question. And with that, we are done with all of the extraocular structures. So I'm going to stop this one, and I'll pick up again soon when we discuss the eyeball. Thank you for all your hard work.